Hi everyone, the Mature Simmer here. Welcome to Real Economy Trucking Euro Style. I'm running a Real Economy mod in Euro Truck Simulator is what I'm doing here. As you can hear, I'm tired. Last episode I had a exit that was closed. I had to take about a 120 kilometer detour. So I am going down here hopefully to, I assume, a truck dealer. Is what that question mark is, that has hopefully a rest spot. And I am going to rest before I figure out what I'm doing. If somehow I can't do that, it looks like I have an alternative later. Oh, okay. So that is something over there, but it looks like I can get here is what I really want. So I might circle around just to get whatever it is that's over there. You know what, I'm going to go ahead and repair my truck. I haven't done that. Alright, well that's a good amount, but just want to make sure my vehicle's in good working order. So that's always important. At least that little yellow light that freaked me out last time is gone, so looks like that was something that did need to get repaired. Alright, let's rest. Alright, good news is Robert made over 1,000 euros doing a job that is definitely appreciated. Thank you, Robert. Alright. But I'm going to go ahead and see what it is around the corner. Since I'm here, it would be a shame not to do that. So I'm assuming it's, I don't know, it might not be a truck dealer. Maybe it's just a recruiter or something. I guess I'll stop guessing. We're going to know in a few seconds. So, but we'll do that, and then we'll look for jobs after that. No, it is a man truck dealer. But that helps because I haven't unlocked a lot of those. So let's see what we've got for jobs now. Wrong direction, but it is intriguing because, hey, it's expensive. Although, I don't know, it's not terribly the wrong direction. I may end up doing that. So, I mean, this does go in the right direction, but there's nothing that says I can't go up that way. Because, you know, what I'm kind of looking at is getting down here a little bit and doing some running around there. So this is going in the opposite direction, but wow, that is hard to pass up, I'll tell you that. And I think it's shorter than what I had before, because it's only 401 kilometers. And more importantly, it goes from where I'm at right now. So you know what, I'm going to take this one and run it. Because there is nothing that says that I have to get over there in a certain point. Like, the nice thing of me running my own trucking company here is I can kind of take the jobs I want to take. And so if I'm going to go up to Hungary here, that's what we're going to do. And once again, if I want to make money and expand my company, the way I do that is by taking the most lucrative jobs. And that clearly, by far, I think that's the first job I've seen that might not be like a special cargo that is over 2 euros per kilometer. So, and it might not be that long in time. But we'll grab this here. Yeah, even the other job out of here with just motor oil is almost half that.
Let's go.
So it would seem very foolish to pass this up. So we're not going to do that. I am really pressing my luck with how quick I'm turning things, but I haven't bumped into anything. Of course, that incorrectly reinforces my confidence that I can do it, and then I just keep doing it until I have a problem, which will be bad. Alright. 401 kilometers. We're reset. Hopefully we won't have any problems. We're starting before noon today, which is not what we had done last time we ran.
Rerouting.
Rerouting. I need to leave. That makes no sense. Anyway, alright. It still says 401 kilometers on my sim dashboard, so
Get ready to turn left.
I don't know what it was doing, but I think this is the way out of town, so
Turn left.
alright. Turn left. So we are going to PEX and JCB is where we are taking this gasoline.
Get ready to turn right.
So maybe they need to fuel up their vehicles. Their JCB, I know from Farming Simulator, is a tractor manufacturer, so maybe it's the JCB factory or something, and they'll be fueling up tractors before they're sent off. Although you would think they maybe wouldn't ship them full. I don't know. Let's just deliver.
Take the second exit.
Let's just deliver what we're asked to deliver. How about that?
Exit now.
So, we are on our way. And we'll see how this all goes, because I think this... I mean, there wasn't a lot of turning and a lot of fiddling around, but of course what I've found is there's tolls and border crossings very frequently here in Euro Truck Simulator. So we can't ever seem to really get going for any length of time. We get maybe 30-40 kilometers and then we have to immediately be slowing down again. So we will see how everything goes along. It's telling me it's going to take 18 minutes of real time from where we're at now. I'll kind of believe it when I see it. It almost seems to be double that every time I do things.
Go straight on.
We'll slow down because that's what it's obviously asking us to do here. And let's see, are we... Well, he's turning. We may not be, but he clearly is. Alright, so the good news is it looks like we'll be... I mean, we will be heading in a direction we came from before, but we weren't on this side of the road, so that will help us with more road discovery. The amazing thing is, we're not even close to 10% yet. So that's part of what I really enjoy about ETS2, is there's just so many places to go that you could just never repeat things for hundreds and hundreds of hours. And that's part of why I wanted a series like this that was just ongoing, that I just got to keep going and keep doing things. Because it gives me that opportunity to explore as opposed to just working around a local town or something, which is what I tended to do in some cases where I would stay a contractor for a while, and that lets you hop all over the map, but you're never really progressing. Alright, so the question will be, I'm sure we'll just be able to keep going straight now. Oops, let me speed up again, because I think I'm hitting my cruise control limit based on what I had things locked to. But there's another... Oh no, I guess that's just a rest space, but that probably means it's a toll. Yep, There's the toll symbol that just showed up. So as I said, we're able to go 90. We're not even going to get up to 90, and it's time to slow down again, because we have to stop in 1,000 meters. So hence the challenge with being able to very quickly move along, and I think that was all of 20 kilometers that I was able to go before I had to slow down once again. Alright, €6. Just make sure nobody's there. He looks like he's far enough back. Hopefully he can see there's a truck up here and he won't cut us off. And hopefully we can get going. So 50 kilometers an hour, accelerating through that as we shift up through the gears. So, Potok, Bubanj. But again, like I said, we're going to PAX, but we also have to get to Hungary, so our first thing is to get to a new country. And I think Hungary borders this, so I don't think we'll be passing through anything in between. Some modular buildings over there stacked in that parking lot. I'm thinking we'll complete the discovery on both sides as we come through this way. Yep, it did that there. I assume it'll do the same thing. Oh, no. It's always interesting, because then I think if and when we ever got to the point where we could have 100%, I'm wondering if those little things will keep it from happening. But I've obviously come in both directions here, so not sure how I'd remedy that. I'm guessing it's one of those things that doesn't really ever get noticed, because there's probably not a single person that's completed 100% of the roads. Oh, the loan installment. I always hate that beep. It scares me, because it's the same kind of sound if you're getting, I mean, it's just money is leaving your account. And so if you get a ticket or something, you know, it makes me wonder, am I speeding? Whenever I hear that, usually, I mean, I know the installment comes out the same time every day. And so the nice thing is I did find a mod that also made more realistic loans, because otherwise that was really causing us a problem in the beginning. Is with the Real Economy mod, it was impossible to make enough money to cover the loan payments for even a basic loan. But this is a loan that is, we have over 2,000 days, I think it was 2,057 days to pay, so not sure if the series will last that long. That would be a long time, but I'm not opposed to it. It just that would be a challenge, that's for sure, because I think we're only like 15 or 20 days into our loan at this point. But we can always prepay it if we start making enough money, because if I can make 7,000, 8,000 euros a week in profit, I can get to the point well before the 2,000 days to pay back the loan. But we pay, as you saw, the 257 euros every day for that. So that requires a good amount of income. Even so, you know, in this case, I'll be making 894, but starting off as we did this morning with Robert also making 1,000, those things help. You know, the key is to not have someone coming back empty and not being able to find a load. And I think they're finally kind of getting to that point where they're able to effectively operate. Because as we can see in our own travels, there's certainly plenty of work around here. So there shouldn't be any excuses for not finding loads. The problem is the algorithm tends to send them back and forth, kind of like a star or a spoken hub, where they're always going back to wherever they're headquartered every other job. So they take a job away, then they have to find a job back. And if they can't, they just drive back empty. Where in my case, obviously, I haven't returned to my garage space in a long, long time. I couldn't even tell you when it was, other than when the game reset me. I think if the game hadn't reset me in the beginning, I didn't quick travel if I needed to, because it was just too costly, because the quick travel cost isn't impacted by the economy mod. So it's thousands of euros to travel every time, which is like a week's worth of work in most cases. So, and luckily, because there was an update to ETS2, but it didn't reset me, so I was pleased to see that I didn't have to spend any money on traveling back out to this area. You know, and as I get further and further away from my garage in Germany that I'm headquartered at, those quick travels are just going to get bigger and bigger. So as I do go out and start working over there in the Middle East, over by Israel and Lebanon and all that, I will obviously have pretty much the costliest quick travel I could every time I need to reset there. So we'll see how that goes. Alright, so we're coming up on 200 kilometers to go, so about halfway there, 10 more minutes. And a toll coming up, of course. But I think we're also getting close to the border crossing, I would imagine. Interesting, alright. You'd think the police car would be behind him, not in front of him, because it just looked like he was parked there. I was surprised, and then I saw the police car in front. So I don't know if it was a traffic stop or what the situation was. It's always loud looking out the window, but if I don't look out the window, I'm likely to have a problem at some point that I'd like to avoid, which is running into something. Alright, 3 hours of game time, so the good news is we'll be there at, 1600, so that'll be 4 o'clock, 4 or 5 o'clock, barring any problems again. So, there we go. There's the border crossing. If I remember this one correctly, I think it's a little unique.
Keep
but
right, and then exit right.
I think they're all unique in their own way.
Exit right.
Alright. Maybe this isn't the one I was thinking of, which is good, because that one took a bit of time. It was a little bit of a roundabout, but yeah, it looks like I've not come through this way, so once again, this is always nice to be able to cover things I haven't covered. So we'll get that done there. Check the documents. Oops. Hitting the 3 key, which is the cruise control key in Farming Simulator. You'll find I do that once in a while where I kind of get
right,
controls mixed
and
up.
then exit right.
This Farming Simulator is pretty much where I do 90% of my simming.
Exit right.
And therefore, if I've been in there for a while, which I have recently, I tend to suddenly be automated in my head on those commands, and sometimes it comes out like that in doing other sims. Alright. And then I'm not sure if this is Hungary already, or if I'm going to have to do something different. But we will get around here. Once again, I think this just got discovered because that's just how the block is built, that you find the whole thing. You can see there's a little bit as we get back through the customs booth on this end that we haven't, which shows that we didn't come this way, because I don't think there's a way to go through there without hitting that spot if you come from here. Yep. Been doing pretty good in getting far enough forward, but not this time. So yeah, we're bringing gasoline in here. Hopefully all our papers are in order. There we go. Have a good day. But yeah, we'll be coming up right here on that little piece, and then we'll discover that, and forevermore in this profile it will be in good shape. And now we get to slow down for a toll. So this is kind of the stuff that I talk about, where there's a lot more of this in Europe than we have here in the States. Alright. So this should let me through. Let's see what we owe. Oh, this is the start. So we don't owe anything yet. What is he doing? Why is he so slow? Didn't really mean to do that. That was not the safest thing, but man, he could not move. Now suddenly he's decided he's a speed demon. Look at him go. So I'm hoping we're in Hungary. I think we are. Because then at least we don't have to deal with the customs border crossing anymore. At best we just have tolls. And yes, Zagreb I think is Hungary. So at this point, now we're going a way we've not gone before. For the next 135 kilometers, we'll be in new territory, at least for a segment of it. It's possible we'll meet up with some roadway that we've gone through, but I don't think I've gone in any direction up here.
Keep right, and then turn right.
Right, so just get up to speed, and now it's time to exit.
Turn right. Keep right, and then turn right.
Alright. So, we'll get through here. Looks like we're going to E73. I do not know the roadways at all in Europe, so for those of you locally, I'm sure, oh yeah, I know that road. I will not have any of that anywhere in this series. Driven a little bit in Germany, but A, it was so long ago, and B, I couldn't even tell you what the roads are. It was around Berlin, so I know where it was, but I'm also not planning on heading back here toward Germany anytime soon, so I should not be seeing those roads here in ETS2. Alright, now we're hitting the 100-kilometer mark. We're up to full speed. And of course it looks like things are, yep, switching up, and here comes another toll booth.
Keep right, and then exit right.
So, we'll go there. It's like someone's got a little bit of a field there that they didn't quite deal with the end of. But try to maintain the momentum up the hill there. Lots of cars, so we'll be waiting a little bit here. Guess we'll go behind the truck, because instead of waiting for 4 or 5 cars, we should hopefully just have to wait for this one truck to get through. Alright, so we've paid our 14 euros. I See his gate is open, but hopefully he'll obviously wait and let us go. And then again, are we going right or are we going straight over and then looping around? Looks like we're going straight over and looping around. So ramp's a little slower, which would make sense with the tighter curve. And this is the part I hate. Alright, I think we're good there. And it looks like then we immediately just have to stop and turn at an intersection again. So, but I think now we're off and we're heading on regular roads. So PEX is not on there. So don't know exactly if this is, if 34 will take us there or if we're going to have to do something else. But the GPS will let us know. So definitely an agricultural area here. Lots of farm fields. Looks like folks are trying to pass that truck. We'll see if we're going to need to do that. Looks like we might, given that we still have 20 kilometers an hour to go and we're already catching them.
Get ready to turn right.
Well, and there's another border crossing, so wishful thinking has been smashed.
Turn right.
And the good news is they are not coming along this way. So go through this town here, Donji. And then we'll turn right at the light
and then
and
turn right.
Cross the border. That I would imagine will be the last time, because now we're less than 50 kilometers away. So can't imagine we're gonna cross two borders that quickly. And color-wise, that looks like the Hungarian flag, but it does have something. Oh no, it's the one we're leaving. So it's kind of the same colors as Italy, green, white, and red.
Right.
So obviously I was thinking of the wrong flag, but this looks like it's just a drive-through. Okay,
right.
so Croatia. Oh, no, we do have to go around. I don't know why I was thinking it was a drive-through when I see the icon. So I think if you're a car, you're allowed to go, it looks like, without any inspection. But obviously with a truck, they need to check the documents, make sure you're authorized to haul what you're hauling, probably ask some questions. Right. Thanks for everything. Have a nice day. All right. And obviously then we'll have to get our intake check over here. As is typical with a lot of countries over here. The rivers are the borders.
And then exit right.
That would kind of logically be a way to divide things back in ancient times.
Exit right.
All right. I was going to say, is he going to go? Or, because he was there for quite some time. All right. Great, now he's stopped, but alright, he's moving. Alright, so a little later than normal. It's 4:30 already. Guessing we're not going to be there before 5. Hopefully we'll be there before 6. Sorry about all that looking around, but I need to make sure we're good. And looks like we can go 70 here, but we might be turning right. It's just telling us straight on through this intersection, but I don't know that we're going straight on. Oh, we are. This PEX is straight. So that's good, because then we can just keep accelerating as we're going up here. What is he doing? hoping he won't do something ridiculous now. He may be turning left. Now that I see where he's at and what is there. But yeah, being able to continue accelerating through that was definitely helpful. Alright, got a couple tractors out in the fields there. Several. I just saw one on the opposite side of the road too. And there's Pex. And we're going to, again, JCB, which I don't know that I see yet. Obviously we don't see the flag, so we know we don't see it yet. Silly me, but just 5 kilometers. There it is. But way out to the left, so we're going to have a little bit of running through town, I think. So we'll see if we go to the roundabout, third exit.
Take the third exit.
Alright. That's kind of what I expected, because then at least we can just go down through town.
Exit now.
And head in the appropriate direction here. So
go straight on.
We'll see how this all goes, because we might turn right away, or it might have us go to the next one. I don't know. I'm half tempted to turn and then try to again discover that location, especially if it's a recruiting agency. Those can be extremely helpful if we're finally making money and we're looking at expanding later. But this looks like it's a road that goes underneath, so we can't turn here because we're passing over it. So I guess we won't have that, although, you know, maybe again when we leave in the future.
Keep right, and then turn right.
We can drive around that way, take a little bit extra distance.
Turn right.
Ooh. Ah. It just changes so fast, and those violations are deadly.
Keep right, and then turn right.
Deadly from a financial standpoint. I mean, they're not, you know, it's 130 euros, but when a lot of my jobs are barely why are you turning when you see I'm going? Unless I don't understand, and in Europe, the turners have the right of way, but that would not seem correct.
You have arrived at your destination. Your route guide is now finished.
So, there's JCB. This is going to be fun, I'm thinking. It usually is. Alright, not as bad as I thought. I was worried it was going to be 2 rows through here. But the question is how... Alright, I think I can do this and then turn around. Because if I can fully turn around, which I can, that will give me a much cleaner way to get this done. Alright. So we'll get ourselves back there. But yeah, still not sure. This just looks like an office building for JCB. Definitely not a factory. I mean, they do have some cars they're shipping, but they don't make cars, so I'm not quite sure what they're doing there, but not worried about it, I guess. But there we go. So, not bad. Much better than last time. Nice thing is we get a experience bonus for hazmat. We're also at level 2 for some of the rankings, and proficiency bonus of 96. Extra euros for that. So, wonderful stuff. Getting close to about halfway to level 15. profit dropped substantially. We were at over 7,000 euros in 7 days, so probably between all of us buying fuel and things like that, things dropped, but I don't expect us to be insanely profitable. But it is concerning when I start seeing it fall that way, because again, in another day or two it could fall another 3,000 and then we're really not having a cushion. But for now, we've done what we needed to do. We've gotten our stuff delivered. If you've liked the video, certainly I'd appreciate if you haven't already, hit the like button. That helps spread the video per the YouTube algorithm. And always looking for more subscribers. We're grinding along to that magical 1,000 subscriber mark, so if you can help us get there, that'd be greatly appreciated. And I'll see you next time.